world is a mess, and it is largely ungovernable. We wake up in the morning surrounded by events we can't control. Filmmakers are just human. In the same way, everybody wants to be able to make sense of the towering monstrosities that surround us every day.
To me personally, it feels like mostly an anxiety with all the world leaders and them being able to take actions that influence our daily lives, and at least I think we can't really do anything about it.
That sheer pressure puts you in a position where you just want peace and quiet, and a situation where you can isolate yourself.
There's probably a kind of psychological reason that in music, distances between certain notes or certain chords, some of those distances feel safe and harmonious, like the interval of a fifth. It's fundamentally in the structure of music. You can have safe sounding music, and you can have unsafe, dangerous or edgy sounding music.
In everyday life, you have this persona that you show to other people, that face that is a public view, right? And sometimes you can't really always have that face on. For me, I would just have to isolate myself, take time off.
You isolate reality within a frame, but within that frame, like a no stage, you can have an entire cosmos and then play with it as you want.
My feeling is there's more of a focus on creativity and less on technical ability in the UK. And here in Japan, there are so many bands who are just technically excellent. But there are relatively few bands, at least around here in Yamanashi, who play original material, which is quite interesting. So in the UK, you'd have a whole set of bands and they'd all be playing their own indie songs, and probably a bit rough around the edges. But here, what you tend to find is there are amazing bands where they're playing covers of soul songs and things like that. And this is a broad generalization, but it is, the Japanese musicians are incredible, technically incredible.
But first, the creative process is structure. You admit to anything else, and you are denying your own creativity by giving in to chaos.
Buddhism, for example, doesn't really work like that. So Buddhism, you're supposed to forget all the words, right? You're supposed to sit there and meditate. And if words come, you're supposed to let them go. It's about creating the empty mind.